How's it going, everyone? As you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a kit that you can buy for your 2003 and newer Saab 9.3 with the T8 ECU, which is the 2-liter turbocharged engine like this. And anyone that's been around one of these Saabs for a while knows that the ECU is one of the most common failure points on this motor. Now, an ECU is not only usually expensive to replace, but they are also no longer available and no longer really made new. And if you can find one new somehow, they're usually $800, $1,000 or even more. And then you also have to get it programmed with a Tech 2. So it can end up being very, very costly. Finding one used can be cheaper, but nowhere as cheap as the solution I'm going to be showing you guys today. So this is essentially a spacer kit offered for these cars, and you'll see when I take the engine cover off here in a minute that the ECU sits right on the intake manifold, i.e. a very hot part of the engine, and that's ultimately what causes them to go bad. But this kit right here pretty much has a plate that we're going to put in to help reduce the heat, along with some spacers that are going to go on here. They won't really stay in right now. And then the ECU will go on top of this. And then we'll have some extra space, not only for air to get in, but also to separate it from the intake manifold a bit. And this should make some pretty substantial changes in the temperature of the ECU and help prevent it from failing and lasting much longer. This should be a very straightforward and simple install, so today I'm going to show you all how to do that. If you are interested in getting one of these kits, you can send an email to the guy who makes them. I'll put it on the screen right here, and it'll also be down in the description box. These are going to cost you about $65 shipped. So a very good value, in my opinion, especially compared to the prices that you might have to pay if your ECU does go bad. So in a way, I kind of see it as preventative maintenance and a modification that can only benefit you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and throw it on the car. First, of course, we got to remove our engine cover. Excuse the car for being a little bit dusty and dirty under the engine cover. But you can see the ECU, of course, being located right here. There are 4 10mm that hold it in, 2 up top, 2 down low. You also have a ground cable stuck to this top one right here. Now, the only thing that we're going to have to modify to make this fit is this bracket right here. This bracket connects to the throttle housing right here, and this is pretty much what holds the engine cover in. So we're going to have to remove that and also replace the studs for it. Very simple, but that's really the only modification that you need, because of course you're going to raise the ECU up, so you're going to have to raise this bracket up so it still fits under the engine cover. With that said, let's go ahead and start by removing this intake hose right here, so that way we can get access to the nuts that hold this bracket on. And that hose was stuck on there. It's probably best to stick a rag or something in here, but I'm not going to, at least for now, because I need to show you guys what you need to remove. So if you look at your mount right here, you'll see there are 2 nuts here and here on either side of the throttle body at the bottom. You got to remove those to get the bracket off. Oh, we've got that out of the way. So that stud right there, and there's another stud right on the other side where we just took those 2 nuts off. We have to remove those next because we're going to be replacing them, so that way this can sit up higher and not get in the way of the ECU. So there's one of them. So with those out and continuing the theme of using 10mm, because, you know, Saab, there are the 4 ECU bolts, 2 up top and then 2 down low on the right side. So this one I'm loosening right now. Again, it has the ground cable on that, so you're going to want to be careful of that when we install the new ground cable later. I'll explain it, but just got to make note that there is a ground cable on here. Now, I was just going to flip the ECU up, but these lines are in the way, so I'm actually going to disconnect the ECU. To do that, you push down on this little middle tab here, and there's tabs on the bottom you got to push in simultaneously as well, and then it will slide the metal clip forward. Do the same on the other side. and I just kind of use a little flathead to get in there to pry it off the rest of the way, just because my fingers can't fit in there just ever so gently. So these are easy to break. And there's our ECU out. So you can see the 4 mounting points for the ECU, and of course that is literally the intake manifold right there. So the ECU can get up to some really high temperatures. Again, really what makes these things go bad. So it's time for the fun part now. The first step in that is going to be taking our plate and putting that right where the ECU used to be. So if you put it with the Saab logo forward, which is a nice little touch, the 4 holes will all line up. From here we're going to take the 4 screws or spacers and put them in the old holes. So I'm going to tighten all 4 of these by hand, and then we'll be ready to put the ECU back on. Not going to lie, that looks pretty cool sitting in there like that. But unfortunately, in order for the car to function again, I have to cover up this. So we're going to slide the ECU back into place. Pretty sure these are vacuum lines. These vacuum lines are a little bit in the way, but they have enough play in them to where you can slide the ECU in there and also get the bolt threaded. This is where our 4 new ECU bolts come in, and also our ground wire. So I'm going to start by putting the ground wire on. We're pretty much going to take one end and put it where the old wire was, which is just right at this top right bolt. I'm just going to get them all started real quick so the ECU is in place. So we have our old ground wire right here. We also have the other end of our new ground wire right here. And what we're going to do is thread them both onto this bolt right here. So you're looking at your throttle body. There's a bolt top left right here. Again, another 10mm. We're going to take that out, put both of these grounds attached to that, and then thread it back in. Then, if you grab your 2 ground wires, thread them both through there. And this old ground wire is really, really stiff, so this is giving me a little bit of difficulty. I'm trying to be careful with it. And then tighten it down. So I'll explain this again real quick, just so that way everyone is certain on how it works. So you have your old ground cable that comes out of this big wiring harness right here, and that's just kind of looped around, and it's fed right into this bolt right here. This is one end of the new ground cable. This just loops around right here and then connects to where the old ground cable was, and then they're both screwed into that upper left bolt on the throttle body. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down these 4 bolts for the ECU, attach the connectors, and then we'll be able to install the spacer for the engine cover holder. One thing I do want to note is this ground cable right here. I did kind of orient it pointing that way because there's a little bit of play in it, so I don't want it to be hanging up around one of these lines and get caught or something. So it's a little bit tighter now if I have it oriented towards the passenger side of the car. To reinstall these connectors, you just kind of place it over the top of the connector, and then simultaneously you'll pull up on this metal clip while also pushing in on the back here, and they'll just slide up and click into place like that. So it's a little bit hard for me to get the camera down in here to show you guys the space that is now created, but just for some perspective, I can fit my finger back behind in that space between the plate and the ECU, so you can see it is raised up a good amount to where it was before, so that should really help reduce the temperatures that this thing is going to experience and just help it to last longer overall. But the last step now, last 2 bolts we have left are these. These again are for our engine cover, so we took out these bolts earlier and we're going to replace them with these, which are longer. So these long nuts here are going to match the space that is pretty much created from lifting the ECU up, so that way the engine cover will also sit up higher and the bracket will as well, so it doesn't hit off the ECU. You'll notice one end of these long screws has a cutout for a flathead, so that's the side that of course you want facing up, so you can tighten this down into the throttle body. With those tightened, we can put our nuts on now. These nuts Alright, that was a bad joke. That was from like 2015. This is oddly satisfying to do. If you have a deep socket 10mm, that would make tightening these very easy. So this AC line is just ever so slightly rubbing against this here. Now this AC line though, actually it's not even in frame, excuse me. This AC line does already have another plastic or rubber hose, excuse me, over it, so I'm not really concerned about it. But it is just, it's not digging into it, but it is just kind of pressing against this a little bit. I'm not sure if it was before or not, because I do feel some marks, but just something I figure I should mention. Now with that back in place, we can put our two little 10mm nuts back on that hold this bracket in place. So if you come down here, you can see how it is lifted off the throttle body, whereas before this was connected directly to the throttle body, but now we have that spacer in there to match the distance the ECU was raised, so the engine cover will still fit over. There it is, all completed, and you wouldn't even know unless you can see the little tiny bit of orange right there from the spacer plate. Now one other thing you can do to help the heat not destroy your ECU is to cut out these three slits right here on the engine cover. You could get some more airflow out through the engine cover, and there's also some slits back behind here, so you could get some air flowing right directly over it. I haven't done that, and I probably won't do that, only because it's going to be very hard to do something like this without making it look like complete garbage. So that's probably why I'm not going to do something like that. But just some food for thought for anyone who is talented in that realm, unlike me. Or, you know, you could just remove your engine cover entirely, but I think the biggest difference you can do is by installing a kit like this. So if you've done it all correctly, what you should have left are the old bolts for the throttle body bracket or the engine cover bracket, and then 4 of your old ECU bolts. I can notice that the engine cover does sit up just a little bit higher, but that's of course for good reason, and I'm sure my eyes will adjust to it, but it's not like the engine cover doesn't fit. The engine cover still fits fine, and it looks good. So with that being said, if you guys are interested in a kit like this and want to do some preventative maintenance in a way to your 2003 or newer 9.3, make sure to email the guy on the screen right here to get your own kit. $65 shipped. I think that's a pretty good price, all things considered, especially to save such an expensive part like your ECU. If you enjoyed the video though, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.